What up, people? How you doing today? Just want to check up and make sure you're okay. Yes, I'm getting that sun. Thank you for asking. Alrighty there. Let's put her there. All right. So, how you guys doing? Sorry, it's been like 4 days since I made a video, or last week. All right. I want to end up making this video, making sure that everybody is taken care of. So, hi, if you guys are new here, welcome in. Just want to end up hitting that like and subscribe, sharing to your friends and family, and getting motivation. So, I recently ended up having a major, awesome breakthrough, and it's not just because of people that are a part of my life. It's because I don't need to go back to therapy. Right? You heard that correctly. Exactly. Okay, so I don't need to go back to therapy, but it's all going to end up retaining what is happening. What is the one thing that you are happy to ever end up happening in your life? Is it love? Is it compassion? Is it safety? Is it protecting yourself? Is it even saying that you love someone? It can even be a man or woman, whatever. When you end up taking an interest in people, you usually know that this is it, right? No. So I know when sometimes my mind is going to end up being stranded and it's lost because of people. But here's the one thing you want to end up taking in. The best thing that you can do is not isolating yourself, because when you isolate yourself, you're not only putting yourself down, you're making yourself more depressed than you ever have before. There's number one. Number two is, when you are depressed, how do you end up managing it? Do you end up isolating? Do you start drinking? Do you end up using substances that are going to be out of this world? I don't recommend using drugs, but if you have to, more power to you. Another thing you want to, number three, you're going to end up motivating yourself, right? When you feel lost, when you feel stuck, when you feel empty, when you feel like someone is not there at home, or they're being distant, or they're choosing to be distant, it's because there's choices that they have made before and they refuse to acknowledge them. That's number four. Number five is, when you finally do find someone, can you still be 100% happy? Yes. I was told by my neighbors that I need to choose one person to be with for the rest of my life. Date them for 5 months, 10 months, years, and then slowly work in the marriage. Not jump in the bed and do things. If so, that's fine. Number six, we're going to end up taking advantage of that. When I say taking advantage, what are you worried about? Are you worried about losing your friend, your boyfriend, your lesbian friend, your gay friend, whatever? Are you losing it? Yes or no? If you haven't spoken to people in months or even years or even week, and you wonder why people are so distant, it's because you putting yourself out there. I got off of social media. It doesn't mean that it's always going to happen, but I got off of it because people were pushing me and pushing into what you call happiness. Number 9 is there. Number 8, number 9 is making sure to sleep well and taking your medicine. Number 10, number 9, and number 10, you want to make sure to eat, and you want to make sure to have a relationship with God. If you do, if you don't, fine, cool. I respect everyone's wishes. I'm just here to try to help people out and to be happy in the meantime of this. Whatever can end up passing the time, that's good. Number 11, eating ketchup is good for you. Is it true or is it false? Is eating ranch good for you? Is it good for your health? You'll never know that until you go to science class or you look up, is it healthy? And the reasons why I really like this girl and the reasons why I like this girl is because I'm not only attracted, but I'm apologetic, meaning that I open up to them about whatever my problem is, whatever. And the reasons why is because being presentable to this lifestyle, knowing that there's one person in your life. And number 13, and the final one for the rest of the video is how can you have a relationship with a man, a woman, and a woman or whatever this generation is up to, man and man, men, women, women, whatever. How are you supposed to date someone when they've never even been taught how to even love someone? Well, that's a good question, right? I have been attracted in this school that I go to, and because I've been more of attractive and approaching people, it's because I'm aware of things. Okay, so yes, I really like this girl. Her name is Bree. Her name is whatever. Her name is whatever. Her name is girl. What would you do when you are working 6 days a week and you only get Sunday off, and that's it? When you get a girl, you need to make sure to get to know them, give or take about a few years or months, or depending on what happens. You see the spark early, you want to make sure to end up using that spark. So should I go get an engagement ring for my girlfriend, or should I wait? It's all up to my mind. And because I'm living in 2027 and I already know what to say, people are going to be more attracted to me because of the things I put out there, right? There's people in my class that are 100% good, and then there's reasonable, and then there's not good, which is Reed. And now William is starting to become weird. He's calling me every single hour, every single day for the last 3 days, and he's been wanting to not only become gay because he thinks that I am gay, and because he believes it, I go along with it. And because Robert believes that I'm gay, I go along with it for so long. And because Dakota is 100% engaged in his crazy opportunities here, there's more of a possibility of what can happen. Are you excited to be in this relationship? Are you excited to meet people that are going to be really weird? He said a while back, within the last 2 weeks to a month, that he's been 100% gay. And when I caught on to that, I knew instantly I needed to only be friends with people. And you'll be happy to know that Reed is taken care of. He understands that he could have went to prison for the rest of his life, and he would never end up knowing. And my family is aware of everything that's going on. And if you want to know why, I'm going to get my note. So then it's already out. So this is the Reed paper that I have. And you'll be happy to know that even though that I'm putting this out there, I don't care anymore. So these are the days that he ended up acting out, the times, and he goes into detail on what he's going to do. Not only gives me pills, gives me the wrong kind of wisdom. Here's the second piece of paper of his letter. Sorry for the And we do want to tell you that this is Will's. And again, I don't care anymore because it's off my chest. And there is the other piece. It is off my head. If you didn't get that first part, so now that it's off my chest, I don't really care. Whatever this is, I have no clue. Thank you from my neighbor. All right, well, now that it's all off there and it's off my head, there is nothing else to speak of, but what is the point of isolation? The point of isolation is so you don't give a crap about anybody. And when you don't give a crap, that means the world doesn't give a crap, and that means slowly start disappearing off the planet Earth, they think. But then you end up dropping a song out of nowhere, and then people are like, no, they're still alive. And you wonder, what is wrong? Well, depression can get the best of us. Illnesses can get the best of us. Troubles in our head can get the best of us. Troubles that we communicate with brothers and sisters in Christ, or brothers and sisters, just brothers and sisters in general, and family members and aunts and uncles. Well, my neighbor wanted me to meet her mother, and it was going to be very awkward. They also wanted me to watch their kitties, and they were going to be gone forever. Not only did I get a phone call multiple times a day, it is a little bit unattractive. My neighbor also ended up trying to not only take a picture with me, but also tucks me in and kisses me, and I kind of get annoyed after, but I don't say anything because it's rude to say things to your brothers and sisters or neighbors or people. And now that I finally ended up spreading my wings, I didn't only find somebody, I found a change. Somebody that actually acts like me, treats me like me, and understands where our minds are. Our minds are more advanced than anybody else in my class. We're capable of understanding. We're capable of being an adult. We're capable of functioning. But here's the exciting part. This girl, Brianna, I have to work with her until Thursday. And because of that, Monday, we have to talk about Will. And since I've already shown you guys the paperwork and what he has said to me and texted me and called me about 24 hours or whatever, constantly, I mean, he was willing to come down where I was. He was willing to come down. He thinks that he knows that I have a girlfriend. He knows that I have somebody in my life. The thing is because my neighbor has not only pushed me to want to step away and take some time to think about what has happened, but has pushed into taking selfies and then putting them on Facebook and then acting like it's not a big deal. And then I asked, Why are we moving so fast? Well, it showed me, and my teacher is showing me in class, that symptoms are going to be answered in sometime down the road. And the most attractive things that you can possibly do is therapy is good, communicating is good, and respect is good. Disrespect is no good, and honesty is going to be the best medicine of everybody. Laughing gas is cool when you use it appropriately, but when people end up taking advantage of it, that's when people get out of hand. Why do you think that I'm not going to tell you who I'm dating? It's because it's not something that I want to talk about. So, because I have finally answered one of my 13 questions, what is the possibility of feeling so alone you don't know what to live for? Well, that is a difficult question if you're talking to somebody that is immature and doesn't know any better. But when you're talking to a king and a queen that know what they are talking about, they are going to end up giving you the right choice. Don't only listen to your heart, focus in on what the goals are for your life. Focus in on the positives of life. Focus in on love. If loving your friends, family, sports team, whatever, somebody in your class, somebody in school, somebody in your seminary class, whatever, somebody in whatever, wherever you're at, there's a possibility that things can change. And not only is it going to help, it is the most exciting thing to do. I have found somebody that is willing to give me their everything and even more. And I'm going to tell you, I have already dropped the name in one of my 2027 songs, but is it somebody you know in your neighborhood or not? Is it Robert? Is it Will? Is it Betty? Is it Sue? Is it my neighbors? You'll never know because you never end up taking an interest. And the longer that you spend alone, you can know everything about someone and still feel empty, right? Just a little over 6 weeks ago, a month ago, one of my neighbors, would rather fight and be aggressive instead of saying, I understand that you were upset. What is going on? I walked to the door. Who knows? Who's going to be there? I'm thinking it's going to be Betty. I'm thinking it's going to be Joey, or it's going to be somebody that no. It's going to be this person, Cheryl, which is somebody that is very incompetent and not understanding what real life is. They know how to run their mouth. They don't know how to listen. And when they do listen, it is 3% of the time out of 97. That is even with her daughter. That is even with Troy. That is even with everybody in my church. The only person that stands up is Pastor Patrick, my family, Daniel, Robert. And there's more of a possibility that something is going to be said. Now, did I end up losing my time? Did I lose my temper on people? No. Was I very upset? Yes. But I'm not going to take it out on you. Here's the thing. With everybody I have just told you about, and I will keep talking about everything, and people think that I'm sick because I'm not screaming my head off. There's a pill for everything out there. There's a pill to poop. There's a pill to sleep. There's a pill to go to walk. There's a pill to go hiking. There's a pill to run. There's a pill to drink fluids. There's a pill to eat. There's a pill to get in the shower. There's a pill to get out. And because certain things have come up, I can't be around someone that doesn't even know if they have done anything wrong. And when they don't know what they have done, I have to end up just saying, you know what? Cool. You can either be a part of my life or you can end up slowly sinking away or drifting away. And that's totally fine. The difference is that song that I just told you about was about Cheryl down the hallway. And I can't wait because as soon as I move away, that girl won't be a part of my life. And she's going to be nuts. She's going to be going nuts. The only difference is, even if I did stay where I'm at, what would change? Cheryl's not going to change. My neighbor's not going to change by tucking me in and doing things in this weird world that we end up living in. She talks about all these weird, crazy movies and talks about murders and shows and everything that's on the news. And she believes it's true and everything is true. But when she finally understands, last night we might have had one 30-second conversation and she was talking to her mother because she was sleeping or whatever. And I corrected her about something. And that was it. Done. When somebody says that I need soap, the ball game's over. When the ball game ends up rolling, fine. You want to love me as many times as you want? You want to knock on my door? You want to walk inside? Go for it. I don't give a crap anymore. But there's going to be set boundaries. If I don't set boundaries, it is done. If I don't set boundaries for my home, my place, whatever, then people are going to walk all over me. And because I've already told you, what can I possibly do? I really, 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 really love this girl. I appreciate this girl. And I end up talking to people. I have to end up, like I said, I'm their mentor. I'm their teacher. I'm a helper. I'm somebody that has to 6 days a week and I get 1 day off to myself. And even then, it's not to myself. I give it back to God because He gives me the strength every day to get by, because this broken world that we live in, we're cursing, we're saying things, we're screaming our heads off, we're thinking that people are going to be this, and then they end up becoming something else, and they become a monster, whatever. And this girl I'm around makes me 100% calm. That's it. The girl across the hall makes me go dunce. And it's a little bit crazy inside. But until she's ready to understand, living in the fantasy world is fine. Living in the misery world, living in your 20s, it's going to be totally fine. But I'm not here to judge people. She wants to believe it, more power to her. She wants to tell me she loves me, fine. She wants to walk right in my room, fine. I'm not going to fight with people. Here's the difference. Me not fighting with people makes me a better person than somebody that screams at me for everything that they are doing inside. And I've already been through everything that they are facing. And the reasons why they don't want to change is because they have never been taught anything to go outside. They're anxious. They're scared to go outside. They can't even realize what they have done is wrong. They have to talk to the pastor and they have to talk to my family because they want to end up being not only harassing me, but taking advantage of me. And that's what Troy and Cheryl did to me. Cheryl's daughter took 5 minutes of my time. That was it. That was the best 5 minutes of my whole entire life. But because it moved me forward, and I'm moving forward, I'm not thinking of the negative, I'm not walking away, I'm not doing things. I sat in a park today. Wonderful thing to do. Watching soccer games, left and music, talking to my boys, talking on the phone, doing things that people happen. But when you sit in a dark place and you wonder why things aren't moving, it's because you haven't challenged yourself. You want to challenge yourself every day? Go for it. You want to choose to sit in the dark? Fine. Nobody can stop you besides who you are. But I'm going to tell you, the world out there is not only going to hurt you, but it's also going to bless you. It's also going to give you time. It's also going to give you resources. It's also going to give you things that are going to be amazing. And all I want to do is motivate myself to be the best person ever. And even then, you have to be a better version by not puffing up yourself with pride and stop listening to the demons that are coming inside that are telling you that you're no good, that you would be better off alone, you would be better off dead, you would be better off this in a grave or whatever. And the thing is, everybody's talking about it. And everybody's talking about sewage 24 hours a day. But when I met this person, there's no sewage, there's talking, there's communication, there's better things, there's an open world out there, there's an amazing thing, there's hearts, there's loves. But that's not what people want. They want a relationship where maybe it's about sex, maybe it's about love, maybe it's about movies, maybe it's about shows, maybe it's about going to the movies, maybe it's about this. But when you possibly have a chance of success and you want to do something, you have a chance of a lifetime to change your whole perspective by not sitting inside. Yes, the world may hate me. The world may hate somebody in this world. But here's the difference. Everybody wants to listen to the sewage instead of listening to somebody that knows what they are talking about, that has wisdom, that has time, that has the resources, that they know what it takes. And because people know what it takes, they know it's going to be amazing. And I'm really happy about this person. They've bought me clothes, they've given me teddy bears, they've given me items. My neighbor has given me soap. And when your demons come out, that is when you don't want to fight. That's why I don't give in to temptation. And the kind of temptation I do give into, I want to wait for marriage before not just jumping into bed. Because jumping into bed can be fun, but it also can be scary. 96% of the population are either scared in sex. They're interested in things that are going to happen. And the more people that talk about sex, the more interested, and 1,000 people are going to be interested in. And then it becomes 5,000, and then it becomes 10, and 20, and a lot. And then it's 70, 90, 100, million, whatever. And then it starts advancing to the billions. How many billions of people that are going to end up believing stories about sex is amazing. But really, what about all the diseases that you don't know that you could get? What about all the sicknesses that could be in a person's body that they can't get pregnant, or they end up having certain symptoms, or why they end up starting to drinking? Because it all happens because of a lie that we have to believe, and we know that we believe it every day, or that we wake up, that we go to bed, that we end up deceiving somebody, and we think, oh, well, I can just hit up with Brother Joe or Brother Bob, and you hit up with them, and then you hit up with Susie and Bob and whatever, and then you wonder why you're so miserable. Because people don't want to put in the time. They want everything now. And there are new electronics coming out. New iPhone 17 coming out and already came out. Androids, robots are planning to be here, they say. But we don't know what is coming. Have sex all you want, but it's something that you have to understand. Somebody is watching us, whether we believe it or not. And the dead side of us doesn't care what's watching above, what's watching around us, and what's seeing us. The dead side of us wants sex now. And that's the one of the deadliest weapons you could ever end up facing yourself. Do this over the weekend, and you wonder, well, what is the weekend? Walk to your mirror in the bathroom, or in the hallway, or in the guest room, or wherever a window is, and tell yourself that you like yourself 5 times, 10 times. You do that every day. You start making a foundation around love and happiness. You walk to the mirror and you go with the attitude and you go, my life sucks, nothing's going to change. You start going downhill. When you say that you like yourself, you're building a 50 to 75% chance that you're going to be better at everything. And that 25% you still have to grow to. And because I don't need to go to therapy, I've already become a therapist. People will listen to who they want to listen to. My dad used to say that. My dad used to say, how many times do you want to hit yourself on the head? How many times do you want to hit the exact same rotation, the same cycle over and over? And I would stop listening. But when I got to know why he was saying that, I surrendered myself and I started living by his rules. Now, eventually, I broke through those rules and moved out on my own for the last 5 years, 7 years. I'm living on my own, whatever. But I'm motivated. And when you're being motivated, it could be drawn by women, it could be drawn by men, it could be drawn by neighbors, it could be drawn by something that you have watched or even listened to. But until you're ready to put in the time, you're going to have 0 results and 0% that you've done anything right, they say. And the time that you do put 100% into, let's take vacuuming, right? You can vacuum your home, you can vacuum your counter, you can vacuum everywhere. But if you just gave up and you said, you know what, I'm going to leave it a pig pen and I'm going to have trash all over the room and stuff, which has already happened to me a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever. I just threw my life away. And then I started taking advantage of my life and saying, you know what, the world may, but I'm going to take back what is mine. The universe may not be on my side, but it's fine. I may not have a relationship with my friend, but at least I have what it takes to make friends in general by going to the mall, going to the movie, rewarding myself every week or daily for ice cream sandwiches or popcorn or a film. They are making a new Conjuring movie. They are making a new Conjuring TV show. That is supposed to be out sometime in October or November. I'm taking a guess, maybe at the end of November or December. It's going to be the best TV show. And sometime in October, there's even going to be a Chapter It TV show, and it's going to go through the series of why it comes out every 27 years. Now, it's going to be on HBO Max, which is Max if you want to end up just summing it up, and it's going to be amazing. The reasons why people don't want to end up getting to a list or creating their goals is because they are disappointed in the choices they make every day. Whether they're arrested, whether they are in trouble, whether they go to the mental hospital, whether they sit in a dark room, that is up to them. Your goal is to sit in a dark room every day and drink beer. That's totally what I did for 5 to 7 years and never ended up breaking the habit. And then when I finally did break the habit, it was because I took charge of my life. But when I didn't, nothing good came out of it. There might have been a few times I had wisdom. How many times do you need to sleep a day? Once or twice. Morning and night. And a lot of people are night owls, so they're going to end up, their day wakes up, they stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. They go to sleep till the next day, or they wake up at 10 o'clock at night because they don't really want to go anywhere. They're not being motivated to go to McDonald's or Taco Bell or happy place. When you go to your happy place by playing sports, that now becomes a comfort. And now that I'm good at everything, I can now build a foundation outside the home to know, okay, I can build this relationship with this girl or with this guy or whatever, and I can take myself out and I can get a chocolate milk or I can get a shake or I can get a smoothie or whatever it might be, or an icy or a Big Mac or a chicken sandwich or whatever might interest you in food. Here's the difference. Even though that I end up liking this girl, I think she's beautiful. I think she's kind. I think she's wonderful. And I think there is more of a possibility to get married sometime soon. Could it be in a month? Could our anniversary be on the 20, whatever? Could it be on next month, whatever? That's something that's happening. What's our plans for Halloween? What are we going to dress up as? What are things going to happen? Well, you'll have to wait and see the next 3 days what happens, because I will be changing things. Not only will I become some happy person, I'm going to be more of an interest, meaning that I will take an interest in everybody's life. And when you do that, there's going to be a possibility of love and compassion, and people want to be your friend. And now that everybody wants to be my friend and date me, it is not only put in a lot of dents in my head, it has put a lot of curveballs or baseball analogies or footballs or whatever it might be in my head to box out what I don't need. And when somebody tells me, I forces things like, hey, you need soap, or hey, you want to hang out, or whatever, when do I get out of my head? You get out of your head when you're challenged. When you challenge yourself to say, okay, today I'm going to go to the gym, and I go to the gym every day, and that's fine. Or I'm going to go to the Alien store on 25th Street, or I'm going to go to the mall, or I'm going to go to this American Express, or I'm going to go to J.C. Penney's, or I'm going to go to Lowe's, and I'm going to build something. I'm going to do something with my life. I'm going to build a tree house today. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to build a girlfriend. I'm going to build a charade. But you have to do things to have friends. And you want to have memories last, you need to put in the time. And because I really, really think this girl is more than pretty and handsome, like she thinks that I'm 100% handsome because I work out every day. And because I give her everything. And my whole life has not only flipped upside down, it has changed. I want to go to bed with this person. I want to wake up with this person. I want to be able to do things, but we're not married, and we're just going to get better. Yes, I am in a relationship with a person. Now, knowing this person, I cannot tell you because I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't need to let the whole world know who I am dating. Because when you do that, you're not only putting yourself in jeopardy, but you are maxing out, giving up on everything. I finally figured out that I can conquer the whole world and still have a relationship with somebody. Even living in 2027, I'm going to continue getting smarter by the week, by the year, by the month, whatever, because I have a relationship with people. They're going to give me wisdom. They're going to say, well, buy her flowers, buy her roses, buy this. And when you do that, you're not only giving them an interest, you're showing them that you actually care, right? Maybe you don't have a relationship right now. Maybe you're kind of in that headspace where you're like, yeah, I don't know. But even if I wasn't okay, I know that it would get stronger and stronger by the moment. And I would appreciate if everybody would really have a great day. Go to work out, go to have a relationship with somebody, and force yourself to go and do an activity, whether that is every single day or every 4 days or 3 days or 2 days, or put yourself out there. If you get rejected, put yourself out there again. Eventually, a man or woman is going to date you, and that is just a possibility there. Now, it could be God's calling. God's calling. It's just the way it is. And I think I need to go maybe to California again. And I may be going soon. I may be going later. It just kind of depends. I could be going to New York, but it's all going to depend on how happy and excited that we are. Meaning, how much closer can I possibly get to getting my kids' meal from Arby's? Correct. Well, it's been nice knowing everybody. Have a great, wonderful day. It's taken interest in this and focus on the positive of life.